Here they should wait for solution.
Hi. Okay. For you, I think 10-15 minutes late will come. Hi, Basha Bhai. Sheikh Hudaytullah. Good evening. Apeksha, Hemant Verma. Okay, guys. Today topic is motion in a plane. So previously we have one more chapter that is called as motion in a straight plane. Now we can learn very easily, if you learn motion in a plane, how to solve the problems based on the motion in a straight line also. Okay, motion in a plane means normally we have to discuss resolution of vectors, what are the horizontal component, what is the vertical component, by using the vector resolution component, resolution of vector concept. Okay, after that we will learn projectile motion, horizontal projectile, oblique projectile. Okay, now see first. Okay. Basha bhai, good evening. Motion in a plane means first resolving vector. How to resolve the vector? How to resolve the vector means, so if you take two-dimensional means, let us take this is x-axis, this is y-axis. In the fundamental of vectors we learn along the x-axis, if it is horizontal move, along the x-axis we have one unit vector I cap. Along this direction we have one more unit vector, that is j cap. We know the definition of unit vector. If the magnitude of the vector is equals to 1, then we call as it is a unit vector. Okay. Now I have a vector like this. Let us take any vector, means it's a displacement vector or position vector or velocity vector. I am taking this is the velocity vector d bar, which is making an angle theta here. Here it is making an angle theta with this x-axis. Means here this is a velocity vector which is lies in the x-ray plane. Means it's a two-dimensional vector. It having two components. One is along the horizontal direction, second one is along the vertical direction. To find out the horizontal component, we just draw the foot of perpendicular like this. This is called as projection of vector onto the x-axis. This dotted line is called as projection of this velocity vector onto the x-axis. So it will touch at a point. If you take this as A, the distance between the length of this OA is called as horizontal component. You can take it as Vx. Okay. Similarly, if you take this vector, for this also if you draw one foot of perpendicular like this, that we call as, it will cut a point, particular point B, that is OB. This OB is called as vertical component Vy. Okay, so this horizontal component and vertical components. After finding this horizontal component, vertical component, we can write this is Vx and this is y. So if we give one parallelogram, in parallelogram property opposite sides are equal. If it is Vy, this is also Vy. If it is Vx, this is also Vx. So this will give the magnitude of this vector. This will give the magnitude of this vector. From this diagram, we can write what is the cos theta value. From this diagram, we can write what is cos theta value. Cos theta is equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. See, adjacent side is Vx by this magnitude of this velocity vector, we can write V bar. Okay, so from this we can write Vx equals to magnitude of this velocity vector into cos theta. This is called as horizontal component. Okay. Similarly, from this diagram, if you take sin theta formula, sin theta equals to, for this particular theta, opposite side is this. So we can write Vy by this magnitude of this vector. So if you want y component or vertical component of this vector, so we can write magnitude of V bar into sin theta. This Vx and Vy is called as, this is horizontal component, this is vertical component. So this is, for this particular case, this is horizontal component. This is called as vertical component. Suppose you ask what is a velocity vector. So velocity vector we can write V bar equals to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap. Means this Vx value how much we got here? Magnitude of V into cos theta. So this we can write V bar is equals to V cos theta I cap plus V sin theta j cap. This is a vector notation of this velocity. I hope you understood. So this is the given vector. We have to find out the component of this vector, horizontal component and vertical component. Here see, here theta is the angle made with the horizontal line, means x-axis. That's why we got Vx is equals to V cos theta. Suppose in problem they give it's make an angle theta with the vertical axis, means with the y-axis if they give, then y component becomes cos theta, x component becomes sin theta. Is it clear? Here it's make an angle theta with the horizontal line. That's why horizontal component is cos theta. If it is make an angle theta with the vertical, so then that particular case this Vy becomes V cos theta. Okay, so write down this. Boshavai, Hemant Verma, Teza. Teza means I think Subhashi ma'am. Hi. Okay. So this is the fundamental concept we require to learn the motion in a plane concept, that is called as oblique projectile. See, now coming to the topic, oblique projectile. This oblique projectile means, see, this is the point of projection. So from here, I will project one body with a velocity v. So what happened? It will go up again and come back to this point. This is the way. Okay. So now this velocity vector is mega angle theta here. Now this is the velocity vector. So for the reference point, I am making this is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Just now we learned. So having two components, along this we have one component, along this direction we have another component, that is Vy, this is Vx. Suppose if you take this is initial velocity is u bar, this we can write this is ux, that is equals to u cos theta, and this we can write this is uy, this uy value is u sin theta. Okay, now see. Here we have different points. Is there here one point, here one point, here point. So till this point, what happened? The body is moving in upward direction. After that, what happened? The body will change direction and come back downward direction. See this point, this point, this point. Till this point, what happened? It is moving in the upward direction. After that, the body will change the direction of the velocity. So this point, this particular point is called as maximum height. So from here to here, this is called as maximum height. This point is called as maximum height. See, normally they will ask, what is the velocity of the body at the maximum height? If a body is projected with an angle theta, what is the velocity at the maximum height? What is the velocity of the body at the maximum height means, when the body reaches the maximum height, the vertical component becomes 0, means this Vy becomes 0 or Uy becomes 0, but the horizontal component is always remains constant. Why? Because there is no effect of acceleration due to gravity on this horizontal component. When the body is moving upwards, then only there is an effect of acceleration due to gravity. Suppose I ask, what is the acceleration direction at this point? Acceleration we learn. Acceleration direction is always in the direction of the force. Acceleration direction is always in the direction of the force. So if you want to know the gravitational force or gravitational pull is acting downward direction, this is the direction of acceleration. If you want to know here, this is the direction of acceleration. If you want to know here, this is the direction of acceleration. Means the acceleration direction is always in the direction of gravitational force direction in this particular case. Okay. Now they may ask, what is the velocity at this particular point? The velocity of the body at this particular point, having only vertical component becomes 0, but horizontal component remains constant. So this is becomes u cos theta. So what is the velocity of the body at this particular point means u cos theta. Okay. So if they ask, in case of projectile motion, what is the velocity of the body at its maximum height means, only we should write u cos theta. It never becomes 0. And when it is becomes 0 means, if it is a vertical projectile means this theta is equals to 90. Then cos 90 value how much? 0. So that in that particular case only the velocity becomes 0. Otherwise it never becomes 0. Suppose they ask, what is the initial velocity vector? It is asked. They may ask here, initial velocity vector. Initial velocity vector we can write u bar equals to ux I cap plus uy j cap. Ux value we know that u cos theta. This is u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. If they ask, this is the velocity of a projectile, initial velocity of the projectile. Means see, here the body is moving upward direction. When the body is moving upward direction means Every second what happens? The velocity decreases. The velocity decreases means at this particular point it having some different velocity. Here some different velocity. Here some different velocity. Now if they ask what is the direction of the velocity, how to find out the velocity direction means velocity direction at any point if you want to know, just you draw the tangential line. This is the direction of velocity. So this will give the velocity direction. Suppose at this particular point P, if they ask what is the velocity, again we should draw two components. This is Vx, this is Vy. Means how they will frame the question here based on this. What is the velocity of a projectile after t seconds? At 0 seconds here it is there. When the time is increases, what happens? The body may moving upward direction till the maximum height. When the body reaches the maximum height, again it change the direction. So they may ask what is the velocity of the body after t seconds. See how to find out the velocity of the body after t seconds means, as usual we have a formula from the first equation of motion. V means the body is accelerated in upward direction. Acceleration due to gravity is acting downward direction. So the acceleration of the body is exactly opposite to the direction of acceleration due to gravity. That is the way we can take here minus z. When the body is moving upward direction, why should we take a is equals to minus z means acceleration of the body and acceleration due to gravity both are acting in opposite direction. So we can write this Vy equals to, what is Vx value, Vy value, initial Vy is u sin theta. This is u sin theta minus g. Now, if they ask what is the velocity of a body after t seconds, so velocity of body or a projectile after t second, means we can write v bar equals to vx I cap plus vy j cap. What is Vx value? Vx value is horizontal component, that is constant. So we can write V bar equals to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta minus gt into j cap. This is the formula to find out velocity of the projectile after t seconds. Now, initially it's make an angle theta. Here angle will change. At what angle? Alpha. It is an unknown value. If they ask after t seconds, what is the angle made by the projectile with this horizontal? This is the horizontal now. So, how much angle it will frame means we have to find out alpha value. Now we will know tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to opposite side by adjacent side. Means y component by x component. If they ask angle, tan alpha equals to, we can write Vy by Vx. Okay, Vy we have u sin theta minus gt, x is u cos theta. So we can write this is u sin theta minus gt by u cos theta. This is the formula to find out the angle made by the projectile with the horizontal after t seconds. Okay, write down this. Hi, Gurbabu sir. Hi, Hamilton madam. I am fine, madam. How is your sir? How is your new house? Hi, Teza. Yes. Hi, sir. Hemant Verma. Okay. This topic only we have one word, that is u cos theta. That's enough. Nothing is there about that. Hemant Verma, okay. So normally there is a chance to ask the questions here. This guys, so this initial velocity vector and these two, you should learn. You should focus these three formulas. And here, what is u cost? What is the velocity of a projectile at its maximum height? It having only horizontal component. And one more, Nimshad, listen. Here, one more they may ask, what is the angle made by the velocity vector and acceleration vector when the body is at maximum height? What is the angle here? 90 degrees. Okay? That is important. One time in NEET examination they asked this. The angle made by the velocity vector, angle between the velocity vector and acceleration vector when the body is at maximum height. Okay? Now, these are the fundamentals. We should know this velocity vector, tan alpha formula, this formula. Okay? Now we have come to know, we have to know the formula is what is maximum height means what is the maximum displacement of the body here. So, and what is time of ascent and time of descent? Time of ascent is nothing but the time taken by the body to reach the maximum height. Suppose, see, time of ascent if you want. Time of ascent, T suffix C if you take. Ascent means down to up, moving up. The time taken by the body to reach the maximum height from here to here. Suppose if you take this is point O, this is point A, this is point B. Okay? And time taken by the body to travel from point O to point A means it is moving upwards. Time of ascent. So as usual, we know that whenever the body reaches the maximum height, it having only horizontal component. What about vertical component? Vertical component becomes 0. That formula we should take at maximum height. We have to take at maximum height Vy equals to 0. Vy equals to 0. Normally, what is Vy? From the first equation of motion we have V equals to u plus at. So I want vertical components. I am writing Vy. This is u by a. We can reckon as minus g. So it becomes minus at. Whenever it reaches the maximum height, from the definition of this time of ascent, time taken by the body to reach the maximum height means body is reach the maximum height means vertical component becomes 0. This you take 0. This is u sin theta minus gt. So we want time, this is time of ascent is equals to u sin theta by g. This is the format to find out the time of ascent. As usual, we know that time of ascent is equals to time of descent. When it is, if we are ignoring the air friction, then the time of ascent is equals to time of descent. Suppose if you take the air resistance is consideration, means suppose air resistance is there, air friction is there, then time of ascent is more or time of descent is more? Time of descent is always greater than that of the time of ascent. We learned in the friction chapter. Okay, so this time of ascent is equals to time of descent, that is u sin theta by g, and this is time of descent also, same formula. Okay, now see, second one they asked time of descent over maximum height. Maximum height means we have the formula, second equation of motion, s is equals to ut plus half at square. Maximum height means it is a vertical displacement. So I am taking this is y. Y otherwise you take this is h. Displacement you take maximum. This is h maximum you take. This you take. This is y. This is a by l square. This we can write u sin theta into t minus half g t square. See this t we can write. It is reaches the maximum height, means wherever the t we have, that we replace with the time of ascent. Just now we derive the formula time of ascent is u sin theta by g. If you take here u sin theta by g, it becomes u square sin square theta by g. So this we can write h maximum is equals to u square sin square theta by g. This is also half g into t square means u square sin square theta by g square. Numerator g, denominator g get cancelled. I'm writing here c h maximum is equals to, this is u square sin square theta by g. This is also u square sin square theta by g. If you take common, u square sin square theta by g, if you take common, it becomes 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus half, it becomes half. H maximum is equals to u square by 2z into sin square theta. This is the formula. When it is a projectile motion. Okay, in first chapter, motion and straight line will learn. Vertical displacement. When the body is projected vertical upwards, maximum height formula u square by 2z. Why? Because vertical projectile means theta is equals to 90. Sin 90 value how much? 1. 1 square is 1. So you will get u square by 2c. That's all. That's why if you learn motion in a plane, motion in straight line becomes very easy. Only extra concept is average distance. Sorry, average velocity and average speed we have to learn. The down you write down, if theta is equals to 90, then it becomes vertical. This down.
This thing will be uploaded.
Blur. Here it is visible. Okay, see. Urma, okay. Okay. This time of present is u sin theta by g. Okay. So this is maximum height. This is u sin theta by g. After find out these values, they may ask sometimes what is horizontal displacement and what is vertical displacement. See. If they ask, normally they will give some time after t seconds what is horizontal displacement. Otherwise, what is the vertical displacement they ask. Horizontal displacement we can write horizontal displacement. Horizontal displacement is x. This we can write. Normally we have the formula velocity formula displacement by time. So we want a displacement. So displacement is equals to velocity into time. So in which direction we want? Along the horizontal direction. Horizontal displacement means we can write horizontal velocity into time t. Okay, horizontal velocity displacement x is equals to u cos theta into t. This is the formula if they ask horizontal displacement. Similarly, if they ask vertical displacement, this vertical displacement means along the y-axis. Vertical displacement along the y-axis means y we have to take. This we can write by using the second equation of motion. Y is equals to s is equals to ut plus half at square. So we can write y equals to u sin t theta into t minus half g into t square. Suppose if they give in the problem, if they ask what is horizontal displacement and vertical displacement, we can write this formulas. Okay, this is u cos theta into t. This is y equals to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Okay, so body starting the journey at this point, it reaches the maximum height. Again, it come back to here. Means the starting point is O, ending point is B. Sometimes they will ask how much distance is traveled in horizontal direction. The horizontal displacement is nothing but range. What is that? The horizontal displacement of the projectile is called as range. So if they ask range, range R is nothing but normally see the horizontal displacement means horizontal velocity means how much u cos theta into time. Total time is starting here and come back to here. The total time taken by the body to travel from point O to point P. How it will travel? It will not travel directly. It will go to the point A after it come back to the point B. Means while moving up means ascending. Moving down, it is descending. Means it is a product of horizontal velocity and the time of flight. So how to write this? Range means range equals to horizontal velocity into time of flight. Time of flight. Horizontal velocity and time of flight. See, range we can write this. Horizontal velocity R equals to u cos theta into time of flight is nothing but time of ascent plus time of descent. Time of ascent formula we learn u sin theta by g. Time of descent also u sin theta by g. So we can write this is 2u sin theta by g. Okay. So if you rearrange these terms, we can write in the two different ways. One is 2 into u cos theta is nothing but ux. U sin theta is nothing but uy by g. Sometimes in problem they will give horizontal component and vertical component. In such a case, we can use this formula directly. Otherwise, we have one more formula. See. This u, if you take this side, u 2 is there, 2 into u square sin theta, 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin theta. So we can write r equals to u square sin 2 theta by g. This is the range formula. This is the range formula. Okay, when the range is maximum. When the range is maximum means if theta equals to 45 degrees, if theta equals to 45 degrees, what happened? Sin 2 theta means theta is equals to 45 means 2 theta means 90 degrees. Sin 90 value 1. Then range is maximum. R maximum is equals to u square by g. Normally, why should we learn this concept particularly? R maximum means in problem, they will not mention the angle of projectile. They will give one word, keyword, range is maximum. Range is maximum is indirectly they given projectile angle how much? 45 degrees. Is it clear? In the problem, they give one keyword, if the range is maximum. The range is maximum means projectile angle is theta is equals to 45 degrees. Okay, right. This is not there. And the field.
So if range is minimum, means range is equals to 0.
Okay. So these are the fundamentals we should learn about this. Okay. Now see. At this projectile, at this point of projection, this is called as point of projection. This is striking point. They may ask at this point what kind of energy it have. So potential energy is equals to 0. Kinetic energy equals to half mv square. So total energy, mechanical energy we can write E equals to Ke plus Pe. Means at the point of projection, total energy is in the form of kinetic energy. Is it clear? Now, at this maximum height they ask, here they ask. If they ask, means I am writing here, at maximum height, at maximum height. So what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy formula, half m into velocity square. What is the velocity at the maximum height? U cos theta. Square means you will get u square cos square theta. This is kinetic energy formula. Suppose if they ask potential energy formula m g h maximum. Why? Because we are calculating the potential energy maximum height. Maximum height formula what we have? M g into h maximum u square sin square theta phi 2z. This g get cancelled. What we get again? Half m u square sin square theta. So PE we can write half m u square sin square theta. Suppose they ask total energy, kinetic energy plus potential energy. This is half mu square cos square theta. This is half mu square sin square theta. Half mu square if you take common, sin square theta plus cos square theta value how much? 1. So at the point of projection, what is the total energy? Half mu square. And half mu square. Your wish. V, if you take V here also V. At the point of projection, what is total energy? Half mu square. At the point of maximum height, what is the total energy? Half mu square. So this is called as law of conservation of. When you calculate in case of projected, the total energy is remain constant. But only one thing, what happened? At this point of projection, it is in the form of kinetic energy. While the body is moving upward direction, it is in the form of kinetic energy. While it is moving upward direction, the velocity gradually decreases, but height gradually increases. Means kinetic energy decreases, potential energy increases. Till that point of this point maximum height. When the body reaches the maximum height, this is the total energy. While the body is moving downwards, what happens? The potential energy decreases, kinetic energy again increases. Means in this case, what happens? The energy is changed from one form to another form, but the total energy is always remains constant. Here we have to learn one thing. If they ask what is the ratio between kinetic energy and potential energy at the maximum height, this is half mu square cos square theta. This is half mu square sin square theta. If they ask ratio of Ke to Pe, half mu square get cancelled. Cos square theta plus sin square theta, cot square theta. So if they ask Ke by Pe, suppose they ask Ke by Pe, what we get? Cot square theta. Cot, this is cot. But if they ask in reverse, Pe upon Ke, we will get tan square theta. Okay, this is the formula. Based on this theta value, we can write the relation between kinetic energy and potential energy also. Echo. Okay, I will speak. Echo. Okay, sir, I will speak. I think when I am speaking loudly, echo will come. Okay. Hemant Verma, you know only 2 letters in English. KK sir. I am not KK sir, Satish sir. Giruvam sir also learn only 2 things. Yes sir. Oh yes. Okay. So these are the key words you have to learn while doing the problems based on the motion applied. Normally they will ask what is the total energy here, what is the total energy here, what is the total energy here. The total energy always remains constant. It will change from one form to another form. Initially having kinetic energy, while you are moving up, kinetic energy decreases, potential energy increases. Whenever the body changes direction, descending means when it is descending, what happens? Potential energy decreases, kinetic energy increases, but total energy remains constant. Okay. Now here they will ask some relations. To the problems we require some shortcuts. Means in problem they give if t is time of flight, if t is time of flight. Time of flight means ascending and descending, total time. If t is time of flight, they may ask what is the maximum height value? What is the maximum height value? If they ask, I will write like this. H maximum is equals to 1 by 8 GP square. This is the shortcut formula. H maximum is equals to 1 by 8 GT square. Means this is the relation between maximum height and time of flight. Immediately one person will come. How it will come? How it is? Okay. See, as usual we know the time of flight formula. Time of flight formula ascending plus descending. That we can write 2u sin theta by g. This is time of flight. From this, we can calculate u sin theta. U sin theta equals to gt by 2. This is u sin theta value. Maximum height formula, we have u square sin square theta by 2z. So this, the value is u sin theta. But in formula, we have u square sin theta. So squaring on both sides, what we get? This is u square sin square means it becomes g square t square by 4. So I am writing 1 by 2z is remains like this. U square sin square theta value becomes g square t square by 2. This I am writing g square t square by 2. So 2 square it becomes 4. This is g square. One time get cancelled. So we will get the formula H maximum is equals to 1 by 8 g t square. This is the relation between maximum height and Giribabu sir, please use color chart. Sir, due to this lockdown, we are not able to purchase the color charts. Otherwise, you do one thing, sir. You better to wear color spectacles. In lockdown time, we are not supposed to get the color charts. If it is available, you bring it, sir. We will pay the money. You have sight problem. Okay. If you have sight problem, better to give complaint in police station, sir. Sight problem is your personal problem, sir. Anyhow, next time I will try some color chart. Otherwise, for this white chart only, apply some color. Red color I will apply, then it becomes color chart only. Okay, next. We can derive the relation between maximum height, range, and angular projection also. Okay, right. Next, relation between maximum height, range, and angular projection. Relation between maximum height, range, and angular projection. Okay, normally we have, see, H maximum formula we have, this is u square sine square theta by 2z. This is maximum height formula. Range formula we learn to u sin theta into u cos theta by g. Let us take this is first equation, this is second equation. Okay. If you take the ratio between first equation and second equation, what we get here? H maximum by R equals to, here u is there, u square get cancelled. Otherwise, I write one more step. U square sin square theta by 2z to y. This is u square sin theta into cos theta upon this is g. Okay, one more extra we have, this is 2 is there. Okay, so this g get cancelled, this u square get cancelled, sin square and sin get cancelled. Finally, we get here h maximum by r is equals to, here sin theta, here 4. So sin theta by 4 into cos theta. So this sin theta by cos theta we can write tan theta. Tan theta by 4. So if you want relation, tan theta equals to 4h by r. This is the relation between angle of projection and maximum height and range. Tan theta equals to 4h by r. Chandrasekhar sir, still you get echo? Okay, this is the relation between, so we can use this is as a shortcut formula, tan theta. Sometimes they will give h and range, they may ask angle of projection. In such a case, we can use tan theta equals to 4h by r. And similarly, they ask if height is equals to range, if the maximum height equals to range. So what we have the formula? Tan theta equals to 4h by r. According to this case, h and r both are equal. It cancels each other. Then theta equals to tan inverse 4. In problem, they give if maximum height equals to range, we can use this formula. Tan theta is equals to 4h by r. H and r get cancelled each other. Then theta is equals to tan inverse 4. Okay, so this is a relation between angle of projection on this thing. So normally they will ask relation between, sometimes they will give if theta range is maximum, r is maximum, then what about maximum height they will ask. So r is maximum means what is the formula? U square by g. So whenever they give r is maximum, indirectly they given theta is equals to 45 degrees. Means here they given theta equals to 45 degrees. Okay, maximum height formula, h maximum is equals to u square by 2z into sin square theta. Sin 45, 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 whole square means 1 by 2. So this becomes 1 by 4 into u square by g. So what is maximum range formula? Maximum range formula u square by g. So h maximum we can write is equals to 1 by 4 times of r maximum. Otherwise, this is r max by 4. Otherwise, if you ask r max, if you ask 4 times of h max. Is it clear? So we can write theta equals to 45 means 1 by root 2 whole square becomes 1 by 2. So 1 by 4 into u square by z. So r max by 4 becomes relation between maximum height and maximum range equals to r maximum is equals to 4 times of h maximum. Okay? I hope you understood. So next video, in the next class, we will do complementary angle concept. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day. See you. Bye. Remove sir, bye.